I've always been an artist. Growing up, I had heard the term starving artist, and I knew that was a thing. And so I realized that if I wanted to be comfortable in life, that I probably couldn't be an artist for employment, and that it was something that I would have to do as a hobby. I wanted to do criminal law specifically, and I wanted to be a criminal prosecutor. And after so long, I just started getting exposed to so many things that were really devastating and horrible and sad. And I knew the saying, you know, if you do a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I said, you know, that would really be something I would love to do. So I'd always loved doing hair and makeup. I'd always done my own hair and makeup, and I've always been kind of every girl's best friend. So I thought I could make a business out of that. And I decided to go to school for hair, and I realized that I could still help people doing hair. It was just a different way of helping people. That was kind of it was a big scary leap, but obviously it paid off.
Right, and after you learned how to do hair, how did you go about actually starting the business?
When I got out of school, I really didn't do that much hair because you have to build a clientele. And I realized that working for anyone, they weren't going to advertise for me, and so I had to advertise my own services. And so I thought, well, let me show them what I can do. And eventually, as I started posting pictures of what I was capable of, people would see things that spoke to them and say, oh, that's the hair I've been looking for. And so I realized it just was a matter of kind of anticipating needs and anticipating what are they looking for in a hairstylist. So I wanted to just sort of be the stylist I never had and try to give the service that I always wanted and the quality I always wanted. And I think that really made everything grow very organically. When Instagram kind of came out, I saw the potential for what it was. And not as huge as it's become, but I saw that I could reach local people and get their business, and it's free advertising, and it's exposing myself to way more people than I know on Facebook. So that was really how the brand grew, was through Instagram. And people always ask me how I got so many followers, but it's because I've been treating it like a business for the last 5 years. I mean, really, Instagram itself. So that is how I grew the brand. And then I think with those numbers of followers really buys respect, legitimacy, professionalism, attention. People come here because they want their pictures on my Instagram page. That's what they're paying for. So, you know, it really, like I said, Instagram was what grew everything, and that's just kind of how it built.
You say people are attracted by the idea of coming in here, getting photographed, being on your Instagram. Even with that interest, the procedures are rather expensive. So how do you overcome that, you know, maybe initial hesitation?
You know what, for a long time, it was one of those things where I was like, should we take the price, you know, should we reduce the price? But you can't. It takes 8 hours to do this head of hair. So when you break it down by the hour, we're really not making the kind of profit that you would think. So it seems like sticker shocks a lot, but when you really are educating your clients and you're giving them quality hair, and it's the longevity of what they're getting is really worth it, I think in the end, it hasn't been a struggle for us at all, because the people that are the clients we want and that will value this and care for this are the ones we're attracting.
And I know your dad was a small business owner as well. What have you learned from him?
Oh my God. I think I knew I wanted to own my own business ever since I was little. I remember watching shows like Roseanne and seeing, like, you know, Dan come home and hate his boss, or having to have dinner with his boss. And I said to my dad, Dad, why don't we do that? And he goes, well, I don't have a boss. I'm the boss. And I said, why is that? And he said, I was sick of working for people who were dumber than I was. And God, that rang true. And I remember working menial jobs for years and thinking, I don't want to work for people who are dumber than I am. And so that was sort of what fueled me. I feel like this is the salon that not only most stylists want to work at, but most clients want to go to. And that's also kind of a good business move.